Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm gonna hit y'all with a review of the new Your Old Droog and the God Fahim EP entitled The Wolf on Wall Street 2, The American Dream. Let's get to it. Alright, so this is the follow-up EP to last year's The Wolf on Wall Street by the mysterious Brooklyn rapper Your Old Droog and Atlanta rapper and producer the God Fahim. Now, both of these artists have collaborated over the years, but since 2021, they can sort of be looked at as an unofficial duo. While Droog and Fahim represent the new school, they both make traditional East Coast centered hip hop that appeals to fans of the 90s sound. Both also have what you could describe as a cult-like following in the underground. But getting right into The Wolf on Wall Street 2, it contains 8 tracks. It lasts approximately 22 minutes. There are no features, and for the production, they recruited the following: Fortes, Nicholas Craven, Conductor Williams, Messiah Music, and Zakomi. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with a track by track breakdown. The opening track, Wall Street with a Briefcase, has this attractive, high pitched soul sample that's bright, heartwarming, and also sentimental. Here, the two paint a picture of this luxurious Wall Street lifestyle. The God Fahim states, "I rock ice to shine bright like Police Chase," whereas Droog has some clever braggadocio like, "8 cribs, architectural digest, only PJs you flying is in the projects, need better metrics to measure my progress, there's more to rap than Pyrex, but I digress." I feel this is a dope intro track to set it off, and the instrumental is one of my favorites. Track 2, No Days Off, has this plush and mellow trumpet sample that sounds very Earth, Wind, and Fire-esque. It's another great sample, courtesy of Flores, who was 2 for 2 with the beats on here. While the God Fahim's verse was solid, it was Droog who stood out as having the quotables, which is a familiar theme throughout these tracks, to be honest. Droog responds to the critics who claim that he sounds like Nas and The Game with lines like, "Cats can't even pronounce my name, talking about who I sound like. Y'all sound like lames. That bullshit you spewing about the only thing that sound like game." Yeah, as a whole, dope track, and I was digging the Mac-ish 70s style instrumental. Next is Bull Market, produced by Nicholas Craven, who can't seem to miss when it comes to sample-based soul production. This contains a glistening and unique loop that is a real gem. The God Fahim's portion was solid, but nothing that really jumped out to me. However, Your Old Droog had the lines, "Listen, these ain't songs, I'm just talking to P, talking to Doom. I don't write rhymes, I write how I'm perceived when I walk in the room." It's just one of the many clever rhymes that Droog has on display throughout. Track 4 is Chubby Pockets, produced by Conductor Williams, who laces the two with a dusty, warped, and distorted loop that was slamming. Now, Conductor Williams is also a producer who has a knack for crafting very off-kilter and psychedelic soul beats. This track finds Droog and Fahim boasting about their level up and material success. Droog raps, "Dropping singles like hip-hop's Berry Gordy. I want to do more features, but rappers can't afford me. Stock tips got my pockets looking portly. Back in the days, you could have got me for some Newports and a 40. Track 5, Warcry, offers up a change in pace sonically with more of an ethereal and nocturnal instrumental. Fahim has some philosophical bars that he delivers with much urgency, like, "The battle come with casualties, men, and no morality. Some abuse power on the road to immortality." While Droog has the ill line, "Every album I keep sharpening. Whoever said I was a plant, y'all can see me at the garden." And I thought this was another slick way for him to address his critics. He feels that he still got something to prove. Right after is War of Millions, which is set to a minimalist marching drum loop. It's a serviceable beat, but I found it to be a tad bit dry. One thing that I liked though was Droog's flow and delivery, which was a little more passionate. But yeah, this one didn't blow me away. The second to last track is Corporate Ladder. Here we have a dreamy saxophone and it sounds of birds chirping. It was another track that I deemed to be just alright. It wasn't bad, but I found myself drifting and losing interest despite Droog's verse being dope. Then the EP wraps up with I Won't Stop. This is a motivational track built around a melancholy jazz loop that I liked a little more than the preceding beat. On the hook, Fahim talks about how quitting is not in his nature, and Droog raps, can't take a break until we at the finish line, because that would only validate the claims of those trying to diminish mine. Overall, I give this project a rating of a strong 3.5 mics. It's a dope EP that started out really strong with some fantastic soul layered production, but I found the jazzier beats toward the back end to be a little sleepy and less interesting. So instrumentally, I enjoyed the first 5 songs as I felt those were fire, but the remaining 3 didn't hold my attention as much. Now on the lyrical front, Your Old Droog was clearly the MVP. He didn't have a bad verse on this project, and he's just a really underrated MC at this point. So this is not to take away what the God Fahim brings to the table, but he's just not as skilled of a lyricist as Droog. With the God Fahim, you're getting very straightforward, but thoughtful and serious bars that I can respect, but not a whole lot that I'd want to rewind. However, he does have a lot of heart, and he brings a hypnotic aesthetic throughout his projects, which has some appeal. At the end of the day, I'd say this project is on par with last year's Wolf on Wall Street EP. The two seem to continue to gel well together despite their different lyrical abilities and styles. My favorite tracks include Wall Street with a Briefcase, No Days Off, Bull Market, Chubby Pockets, and Warcry. Let me know what you thought about this EP in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Your Old Droog, the God Fahim, the Wolf on Wall Street 2, the American Dream 1.